exhilarating journey, right into the heart of innovation, actually,
Mm-hmm.
where science isn't just meeting the future, it's actively shaping it, and in some really profound and exciting ways.
Absolutely.
We're not just scratching the surface today, we're taking a full-on plunge into the real cutting-edge technologies, the groundbreaking breakthroughs happening right now.
Yeah.
In the world of nuclear science and its applications, honestly, you might need to forget what you thought you knew.
Uh, Possibly. The landscape is shifting incredibly fast.
It really is. And it's opening up possibilities that, frankly, were pure science fiction not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today, for you, our discerning listener, is to sift through the very latest insights. We're looking at recent reports from the International Atomic Energy Agency.
The IAEA, yeah, a crucial source.
Think of it as your express lane, maybe, to becoming truly well-informed about the nuclear innovations poised to reshape our world.
That's a good way to put it.
From revolutionizing energy production to delivering medical marvels,
Yeah.
even offering ingenious environmental solutions. We're going to pinpoint those aha moments, the ones that will leave you both enlightened and genuinely excited about the future. So let's unpack this truly fascinating material.
Indeed. And what's truly fascinating here, what I hope we can convey today, is how the IAEA, acting as this global hub for nuclear science and its peaceful applications, isn't just observing these advancements, they're actively fostering them.
Or driving it.
Exactly. Making sure these transformative technologies are developed and deployed safely, securely, ethically, for the betterment of all, really.
That safety and security angle is critical.
Always. Our source material today, it's drawn directly from the 69th IAEA General Conference and its associated documents. So, very current.
Right off the press, practically.
It gives a comprehensive overview of initiatives that are, quite frankly, fundamentally transforming capabilities across multiple critical sectors. Our aim today is to distill these into clear, actionable insights. Connect the dots so you can grasp not just what is new, but why it matters so profoundly to our collective future.
Okay, let's dive straight in. I want to start with energy, because that's where I find some of the most compelling shifts happening.
Makes sense. It's foundational.
When most people hear nuclear energy, they often still picture those enormous, decades-old traditional power plants. Big cooling towers, the whole image.
That's the classic image, yeah.
But the real cutting edge, where the innovation is truly electric, pardon the pun, it's pointing towards a far more agile, adaptable, and versatile future, especially with the rise of small modular reactors, SMRs, and even microreactors.
Yes, this is a huge shift.
And these aren't just smaller versions of the old designs, are they? They seem to be fundamentally reimagining how nuclear power fits in.
That's exactly right. They challenge almost every preconception.
So let's talk about small modular reactors, SMRs, and microreactors. Game changers. Can you help us understand how these are truly redefining nuclear scale? What does that actually mean in terms of impact?
Absolutely. This is where the scale, or rather the downscaling, becomes revolutionary. SMRs typically up to 300 megawatts electric per unit. And microreactors, even tinier, maybe up to 20 megawatts electric. They're poised to play a truly pivotal role in global efforts to achieve net zero carbon emissions.
Net zero, right. The big goal.
The aha moment here is that they fundamentally shift nuclear power from being this monolithic, inflexible asset,
right, the giant plant you build once,
to becoming a nimble, adaptable component of a diversified energy mix. Imagine them not as a single giant power source, but as flexible, powerful engines.
Engines, okay.
Designed to work in synergy with intermittent renewables like solar and wind.
So complementing renewables, not competing.
Precisely. And working alongside energy storage systems, they offer that constant, reliable, carbon-free baseload power that can backstop renewables when, the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing.
Right, filling the gap.
Creating a truly stable, fully decarbonized grid. That partnership, that synergy is the key differentiator.
That synergy sounds incredibly powerful. It sounds like they bring both reliability and adaptability.
They do?
You mentioned their versatility. What are some of the most impactful applications beyond just plugging into a big national grid? Where else could these fit?
Oh, their versatility is astounding, really. These smaller reactors are perfectly suited to replace aging fossil-fueled power plants.
Like old coal plants.
Exactly, particularly in regions with smaller electrical grids that might struggle to accommodate a traditional large-scale nuclear plant. But here's where it gets really interesting for remote communities.
Okay.
They can supply reliable, clean power to isolated regions, think distant mining operations, remote island communities.
Places that rely on diesel now.
Yes, or even large-scale fisheries. Areas that have historically been dependent on less sustainable and often far more expensive energy sources like diesel generators.
I can imagine the cost savings alone would be huge.
Huge. Imagine a community currently flying in diesel fuel by helicopter, maybe experiencing frequent power outages.
Yeah.
Suddenly having access to stable, clean, affordable electricity for decades. That's a fundamental transformation, not just an energy upgrade.
That paints a really vivid picture. A total game changer for quality of life. And it's not just about electricity, is it?
No, not at all.
We often hear about the challenges of financing large nuclear projects, the cost overruns, the long timelines. Do these smaller designs address those traditional hurdles?
They absolutely do. The key design advantages of SMRs and microreactors are genuinely transformative in tackling those historical challenges.
How so?
Their inherent high degree of modularity and standardization. That's the core idea.
Modularity, meaning built-in sections.
Exactly. Components can be mass-produced in factories under controlled conditions, quality control built in, and then simply shipped to the site for assembly.
Factory fabrication.
This manufacturing approach translates into significantly shorter construction schedules and substantially lower upfront capital costs,
Big wins.
addressing directly two of the biggest hurdles that have plagued large-scale nuclear projects for decades. It's a game changer for project finance and, importantly, deployment speed.
So we're talking about assembly line nuclear power, almost.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the concept.
And you hinted at non-electric applications earlier. What does that look like, beyond just generating watts?
Precisely, an assembly line approach. And yes, it's far beyond just electricity. SMRs are also emerging as the preferred technology for a whole host of non-electric applications.
Like what?
We're talking about marine-based nuclear power plants.
On ships?
Yeah.
Or barges?
Could be both. Transportable floating power units that can be deployed rapidly where needed, power platforms for the oil and gas industries, offering a far cleaner alternative to traditional energy sources in those sectors.
Interesting. Powering offshore rigs, maybe?
Could be. Even the shipping industry, which faces immense pressure to decarbonize its massive global footprint,
Yeah, huge emissions there.
is actively eyeing SMRs as a potential solution to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Powering large vessels without fossil fuels.
Nuclear cargo ships. Wow.
And the ability to produce high-temperature steam also opens up applications for industrial heat and hydrogen production.
Process heat. That's crucial for things like steel making, cement.
Exactly. Critical for decarbonizing those heavy industries that electricity alone can't easily tackle.
This isn't just theoretical anymore. It's genuinely happening now, you're saying. Can you give us an example, an early success story that really brings this to life?
This is indeed no longer future speak. We're already seeing concrete early success stories. For instance, the high-temperature reactor pebble bed module, or HTRPM in China.
Okay.
It's an SMR using high-temperature gas-cooled reactor technology. It started commercial operation back in December 2023.
So it's running now.
It's running. It's a 200 million WE plant that's not just supplying electricity to the grid, but also providing district heating.
Heating homes, too.
Yes. This demonstrates that the future of smaller, more flexible nuclear power is already here, delivering tangible benefits beyond just electricity. The global momentum behind these technologies is, well, it's undeniable.
How many designs are out there?
Nearly 70 SMR designs currently in progress worldwide. It reflects diverse approaches, different applications.
70. That's a lot of activity.
It is. And microreactor development, in particular, is buzzing with activity in countries like Canada, the Czech Republic, France, Japan, Russia, South Africa, the USA.
A truly global race.
Each looking to adapt these technologies to their specific energy needs and contexts.
That's a remarkable pace of development. But, okay, if we're talking about such rapid global deployment, especially across different countries, what about the regulatory side? Doesn't each country have its own rules? It sounds like it could slow things down massively.
That's a crucial question, and it directly leads us to the critical enablers for rapid SMR deployment.
Right, the support structure.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about making nuclear energy more accessible, more integrated into diverse energy landscapes, and more responsive to specific regional needs.
Making it fit better.
And it's also about accelerating deployment to meet ambitious climate goals. SMRs are projected to contribute significantly to that goal of tripling global nuclear capacity by 2050.
Tripling capacity. Wow.
So to enable this, strategic deployment is crucial. The IAEA's International Project on Innovative Nuclear Reactors and Fuel Cycles, known as NPRO.
NPRO, okay.
It's developing sophisticated decision support tools. These tools help member states formulate national strategies for sustainable nuclear energy systems, achieve net zero goals, with SMRs serving as a foundational component in their long-term energy planning.
Helping countries figure out how to use them effectively.
Exactly. And you hit on the regulatory aspect perfectly. A crucial enabler for rapid SMR deployment is international regulatory alignment,
Getting regulators on the same page.
which is where the Regulatory Harmonization and Standardization Initiative, NHSI, comes in.
NHSI.
The NHSI is creating collaborative frameworks for regulatory bodies from different countries to share information, conduct joint design reviews.
So they don't all have to start from scratch.
Precisely. Imagine a design being reviewed once and accepted, or at least significantly expedited, across multiple jurisdictions, rather than undergoing entirely separate, lengthy processes in each country.
That would save enormous amounts of time and money.
It fosters immense efficiency by preventing redundant efforts and promotes standardization across different national contexts, drastically speeding up deployment. Makes sense. Furthermore, the industry track within NHSI is developing technical publications and networks like NextShare for experimental testing and validation.
Tech share.
Yeah, it facilitates a shared understanding of best practices, codes, standards, building confidence and accelerating the maturity of these designs, paving the way for easier licensing and faster market entry.
So it's not just the technology itself, but this global collaboration on the rules and standards that's truly accelerating things. That's a powerful insight.
It's essential.
Okay. And it's not just about making fission smaller and smarter. What about the ultimate clean energy source, fusion? That's definitely cutting edge.
Fusion.
For many, it still feels like the distant future, maybe always 30 years away.
Right.
What's the real story there now?
The promise of fusion energy is indeed drawing unprecedented attention, and what's changed is a palpable shift in momentum. You can really feel it.
So,
Governments worldwide are increasingly recognizing fusion's immense long-term potential. They're stepping up investments in R&D significantly.
more public money flowing in.
Yes, but also private money. The fusion energy industry has attracted more than US $8 billion in private investment alone.
$8 billion. Private.
That's a significant jump from $6.21 billion just in 2023. This isn't just government spending, this is serious private capital flowing in.
That signals real confidence, doesn't it?
It indicates growing confidence that fusion is no longer just a scientific endeavor, but perhaps a viable commercial horizon.
$8 billion is a huge vote of confidence. What's helping to chart the future and provide some clarity on this incredibly complex technology? It's daunting.
It is complex. To help chart the future, the IAEA's World Fusion Outlook 2024 and Fusion Key Elements publications are vital resources.
Okay.
These documents outline foundational components for advancing fusion energy, building a common understanding of the pathway from R&D to commercialization.
A roadmap, basically.
Exactly. This isn't just abstract research. It's a clear, evolving roadmap for a technology once thought to be perpetually decades away. It shows a serious effort to coordinate global efforts and define the steps needed for commercialization.
And the big international project, ITER, in France, how is that progressing? Is it still on track? Feels like we've been hearing about it forever.
Progress continues. Significant work is indeed underway on the ITER project. Assembly and operation stages are being consolidated,
Okay.
with initial research operations, or SRO, aimed for 2034.
2034. So about a decade out for initial operations.
That period will be crucial, demonstrating the integration of all these complex systems needed for industrial-scale fusion operations, proving the scientific and technological feasibility on a grand scale.
Fingers crossed.
What's particularly noteworthy, though, is the proactive safety integration.
Safety first, even now.
Absolutely. Even at this early stage of development, design safety considerations for fusion facilities are being actively developed and incorporated.
Learning from fission's history.
Seems so. It's a testament to a proactive, safety-first approach being woven into the very fabric of these emerging technologies, rather than reacting after the fact.
That proactive safety approach is certainly reassuring. Okay, so whether it's smaller fission reactors or the immense promise of fusion, what does all this mean for what fuels these incredible next-generation systems? We hear terms like advanced fuels. What exactly are we talking about?
Good question. This brings us to advanced nuclear fuels, which are fundamental to the performance and sustainability of these new reactor designs.
Not just standard uranium.
Not necessarily, or at least improved versions. Research is heavily focused on developing advanced technology fuels, ATFs, and high-assay low-enriched uranium, HALEU fuels.
Higher enrichment.
Yes, higher enrichment than traditional fuels, up to about 20%. The key innovation here is that these aren't just incremental improvements, they are absolutely crucial for powering both the next generation of the FEEF reactors and the new SMRs.
Why are they crucial?
These fuels are designed for higher efficiency, meaning you get more energy out per unit of fuel. Longer operational cycles, so reactors can run longer between refuelings.
More uptime.
And enhance safety under more demanding conditions. They anticipate an increasing demand across the entire nuclear fuel cycle as these new reactors come online.
So these advanced fuels are tailored to the new reactor designs, making them safer and more efficient. What about managing the fuel over its entire life cycle? The waste issue is always a big concern.
Absolutely. That's where innovative fuel cycles are taking shape. We need to think about the whole picture.
Like recycling.
Exactly. Projects like the Yassini's pilot study are exploring, and I quote, the potential of innovative nuclear installations to support multi-recycling of fuel in a nuclear energy system.
Multi-recycling, using it more than once.
Yes. This demonstrates a significant shift towards more sustainable and efficient fuel management, aiming to minimize waste and maximize resource utilization by reprocessing and reusing spent fuel, thereby closing the fuel cycle.
Closing the loop.
The aha here is transforming what was once considered waste into a valuable resource, drastically reducing the long-term burden of nuclear waste.
That'll be huge.
And beyond SMRs, countries like the Russian Federation and China are operating and constructing advanced fast reactors.
Fast reactors, what makes them different?
They use fast neutrons rather than slowing them down, like in most current reactors. Examples include sodium-cooled SFRs like BR60, BN600, and BN800.
Okay.
And they're even developing lead-cooled fast reactors, such as Bresto 300.
Lead-cooled.
Yeah.
That sounds different.
Yeah.
What's the key innovation or advantage these particular fast reactors, especially lead-cooled designs, bring to the table compared to existing reactor technologies? Why are they so important?
That's an excellent question. The beauty of these fast reactors, particularly lead-cooled designs, lies in their inherent safety features and their fuel cycle flexibility.
Oh, so? Safety first.
Lead has a very high boiling point and excellent heat transfer properties. This allows the reactor to operate at atmospheric pressure.
And not pressurized like typical water reactors.
Correct. Which makes a loss of coolant event far less catastrophic than with water-cooled reactors. This significantly enhances passive safety that relies on physics, not active systems.
Okay, that sounds like a major safety benefit.
It is. Moreover, fast reactors are much more efficient at utilizing uranium, and they can potentially burn a significant portion of used nuclear fuel and even plutonium.
Burning waste.
Essentially, yes. Things considered waste from traditional reactors. This drastically reduces the volume and radioactivity of long-lived nuclear waste, moving towards a much more sustainable and closed fuel cycle.
So they're safer, more efficient, and dramatically reduce waste.
That's the triple advantage they offer, yes.
Yeah.
Huge potential there.
Okay, we've explored how nuclear science is utterly transforming energy production. But let's pivot now, because the reach of this science extends far beyond generating power. It's truly becoming a powerhouse for solving some of our biggest global problems.
Absolutely. Health, environment, food, water.
Yeah.
Applications are incredibly broad.
From battling cancer to protecting our planet and ensuring food and water security, often the solutions are surprisingly ingenious. So, expert, let's unpack these advanced applications, starting with human health.
Indeed. The impact on health is profound, especially in the realm of precision medicine. This is really exciting stuff.
Let's start with innovations in human health, precision medicine, and cancer care. The IAEA is actively supporting a revolution in what's called theranostics. For our listeners, can you quickly explain what that term means and why it's such a significant leap forward in cancer treatment?
Theranostics. Yeah, it's a clever combination of therapy and diagnostics into a single agent.
Therapy and diagnostics together.
Exactly. Think of it as a seek and destroy mission at a cellular level. You use a radioactive molecule that can find cancer cells.
Like a tracer.
Precisely. It lights them up for imaging and diagnosis. And then with a different radioactive tag, or sometimes the same one used differently, You use the same molecule to deliver a therapeutic dose directly to those same cancer cells.
Wow. So it finds the target and then treats it.
Finds it and treats it. The IAEA is actively supporting the development of new generation of TC99-meter kits for diagnostic and therapeutic radiopharmaceuticals that exemplify this approach.
TC99 nanometer, that's technetium, right? Widely used in imaging.
Yes, the workhorse of nuclear medicine. This approach precisely targets things like prostate and breast cancers, as well as the unique environment around the tumor, the microenvironment, moving us closer to personalized, highly effective medicine with minimal impact on healthy tissue.
Personalized medicine, the holy grail.
The aha moment here is that you're not carpet bombing cancer, you're using a smart bomb, precisely targeting the disease cell by cell.
That vision of tailored, targeted treatment is incredibly compelling.
Yeah.
Beyond that, what other cutting-edge cancer therapies are being explored that hold new hope?
Beyond theranostics, there's a deep exploration of cutting-edge cancer therapies using emerging therapeutic radionuclides.
Different radioactive isotopes.
Yes. We're talking about isotopes like lutetium-177, actinium-225, and novel beta, alpha, and Auger emitters.
Alpha emitters, aren't they very powerful but short range?
Exactly. The significance of these particular radionuclides lies in their different radiation types and energies. Alpha emitters, for instance, deliver a very high localized dose over a very, very short range, like just a few cell diameters.
That's an intense damage right where you want it and nowhere else.
Making them ideal for destroying individual cancer cells or small clusters while sparing surrounding healthy tissue. Then there's the rational design of delivery systems.
Getting the isotope to the right place.
Right. Think highly specific antibodies, peptides, proteins, even inorganic nanoparticles, all designed to latch onto cancer cells. This is central to these cutting-edge Auger electron radiopharmaceutical therapies, or AERLT.
Auger electrons, another type of radiation.
Yes, very short range, depositing energy right inside the cell, potentially even targeting DNA. These offer new hope for difficult-to-treat cancers by delivering highly localized radiation directly to cancer cells with unprecedented precision.
That sounds incredibly advanced, truly precision medicine at the molecular level. And what about tackling those large, difficult tumors? The ones that often resist conventional treatments. Is there anything nuclear science offers there?
Yes, there is an incredibly innovative technique called spatially fractionated radiation therapy.
Spatially fractionated. Okay, break that down for us.
It's designed for treating large and radio-resistant tumors. Instead of delivering a uniform radiation dose across the whole tumor volume.
Which is the standard way.
Typically, yes. This technique delivers non-uniform radiation doses. To explain it simply, imagine painting a tumor with radiation, but using a very fine brush to give a higher, more intense dose in some spots, the peaks, and a lighter dose in others, the valleys.
Painting with radiation. Interesting analogy. What's the advantage?
The advantage here is that it allows for safe dose escalation, meaning doctors can give a higher, more effective total dose to the tumor.
A bigger punch overall.
While allowing healthy tissue within the tumor volume in those valleys to recover and repopulate.
Sparing some healthy cells within the target area.
Exactly. This unique dosing strategy enhances tumor monitoring and can significantly improve patient quality of life through better pain relief for advanced cancers, because you can hit the tumor harder without causing as much collateral damage.
Okay, so how would you explain non-uniform radiation doses and safe dose escalation to someone who isn't a radiation oncologist? Can you give us another analogy for how this works?
Certainly. Let's try this. Imagine you're weeding a large, overgrown garden bed. A conventional approach might be to till the entire bed intensely, which gets the weeds, but also disrupts all the soil and potentially helpful organisms.
Okay, scorched earth.
Right. Spatially fractionated radiation therapy is more like using a targeted, high-intensity flame weeder on the densest patches of weeds, the peaks, while just lightly hoeing or even leaving some less infested areas alone, the valleys.
So focusing the intense effort where it's most needed.
Exactly. Non-uniform doses means not every spot gets the same intense treatment. And safe dose escalation means you can use that powerful flame weeder more aggressively on the bad spots overall, because you've strategically left those less disturbed valley areas where the soil can recover and beneficial things can survive.
Okay, that helps visualize it. Leaving pockets for recovery allows a stronger overall attack.
Precisely. It improves the garden's or the patient's ability to tolerate the more intense treatment focused on the problem areas.
That's a really clear way to put it. These therapies sound like they could genuinely be life-changing. But, a big but, For many parts of the world, just getting basic cancer care is a huge challenge. How are these advancements made accessible globally? Can't just be for rich countries.
That's absolutely critical, and it's where the Rays of Hope initiative comes in. It acts as the practical arm trying to bridge that gap.
Rays of Hope, what does it do?
It's actively expanding global access to cancer care by supporting the procurement of advanced equipment. Things like linear accelerators for radiation therapy, high-dose rate HDR brachytherapy units, SPECT-CT scanners for diagnosis.
The essential tools.
Yes, the technology is crucial for improving diagnosis and treatment capabilities in member states, especially those with limited resources. And importantly, new anchor centers are being established.
Anchor centers.
Think of them as vital hubs for knowledge transfer and capacity building. They train local professionals, share best practices, ensure quality standards.
Building local expertise.
Exactly, ensuring that expertise and best practices are shared across the globe. What's fascinating here is how nuclear science is directly impacting public health, moving beyond traditional boundaries to offer solutions that are more targeted, less invasive, and crucially, increasingly accessible.
That accessibility piece is key.
It is. But it raises that important question. How do we scale these innovations effectively to reach everyone who needs them? How do we ensure equitable access worldwide? That's the continuous challenge the IAEA and its partners are tackling.
That's a powerful insight. It's not just about the breakthrough, but the reach of the breakthrough. Okay, moving beyond human health. It's incredible how nuclear science is tackling pressing environmental issues, like the global plastic crisis, giving us new tools to understand our changing climate. Let's delve into environmental protection and climate action.
Yeah, this is another area with surprisingly innovative applications.
We're all acutely aware of the global plastic crisis, microplastics everywhere. It feels overwhelming. What if nuclear science offered not just a way to power our world, but also to help clean it up?
That's precisely what the New Tech Plastics Initiative demonstrates. It's a shining example.
New Tech Plastics. What's the nuclear part?
It leverages nuclear technology, specifically irradiation, using gamma rays or electron beams, for plastic recycling and research.
Irradiating plastic, what does that do?
It can actually modify the plastic structure. The second phase of upcycling activities using irradiation was launched in 2024. They've had successful technology validation in labs in Indonesia and the Philippines.
Upcycling. So making it into something better.
Potentially, yes. This isn't just about breaking down plastic, it's about transforming it into valuable new materials with enhanced properties. Radiation can create crosslinks or break chains in the plastic molecules, changing its characteristics.
So you could turn flimsy plastic film into something stronger.
That's the kind of possibility they're exploring. The New Tech Plastics database also complements global platforms, offering crucial insights into microplastic abundance, mapping where it is, what types, which is vital for understanding and addressing this pervasive problem globally.
Okay, that's fascinating.
The aha here is using a technology many associate with energy production to physically transform waste into a resource.
Transforming plastic waste into new materials is incredibly innovative. And for climate action, we often hear about carbon capture from the air, but what about the oceans? They absorb a lot of CO2 already.
For climate action, the Marine Carbon Dioxide Removal (MCDR) area is pioneering a fascinating approach. The Ocean Acidification International Coordination Center, or OAICC, hosted by the IAEA,
OAICC, okay.
is delving into marine carbon dioxide removal techniques. They're providing training to member states on assessing the potential effects of things like ocean alkalinity enhancement.
Ocean alkalinity enhancement, what's that? Adding minerals.
Essentially, yes, adding alkaline substances to seawater to increase its capacity to absorb CO2 from the atmosphere and counter ocean acidification at the same time. It's a cutting-edge area in direct climate intervention research.
Directly manipulating ocean chemistry sounds complex.
It is, and needs very careful study of potential impacts, but it's exploring how our oceans themselves might help us manage atmospheric CO2 levels. It's early days, but it's a completely different angle on climate mitigation.
So, using the ocean itself as part of the solution, that's truly forward-thinking. And to help us truly understand our changing planet, the oceans, the climate, what advanced tools does nuclear science provide for monitoring?
To help us track and understand these changes, the Global Marine Environmental Radioactivity Database, MERIS, is a key tool.
MERIS, what's in it?
It's an advanced data system providing public access to over 900,000 measurements of radionuclides, both natural and artificial, in seawater, sediment, and marine organisms collected over decades.
900,000 measurements, that's huge.
It is. Its graphic user interface allows for mapping radioactivity levels across the globe. This makes it an invaluable tool for climate and ocean modeling, understanding ocean currents, and comprehensive environmental assessments.
How does radioactivity help with climate modeling?
Radionuclides act like tracers. Their distribution tells you about ocean circulation patterns, mixing rates, sedimentation processes, all critical inputs for accurate climate models. It also helps establish baselines for environmental monitoring. It provides a unique lens through which to observe global environmental shifts.
Got it. Using radioactivity as a natural clock or tracer, and for understanding greenhouse gas emissions themselves, like methane, how does nuclear science contribute there?
We're also seeing an interregional project boosting member states' capabilities to generate high-quality greenhouse gas isotope data.
Isotope data for gases.
Yes, focusing specifically on methane footprinting using laser spectroscopy. Different sources of methane, say, from natural wetlands versus livestock versus fossil fuel leaks, have slightly different isotopic fingerprints.
Ah, so you can tell where it's coming from.
Exactly. This allows for incredibly precise identification of methane sources. This is a critical step in mitigating climate change, because if you can't precisely identify the source, you can't effectively target reductions.
Pinpointing the leaks.
Right. Regional expert centers are being established in Argentina, Singapore, and South Africa to further this vital research, building global capacity.
Spreading the know-how.
And finally, in sustainable environmental remediation, cleaning up old messes.
Like old nuclear sites.
Yes, modern approaches to cleaning up radioactively contaminated sites prioritize sustainable practices, including applying circular economy principles to reduce the amount of secondary waste generated during cleanup.
Recycling within the cleanup process.
Trying to, yes. Minimizing the footprint. This field is increasingly integrating remote sensing, machine learning, and robotics.
Drones and AI again.
For more accurate site and waste characterization, enhanced monitoring, and safer waste management, making the whole process cleaner, more efficient, and reducing the long-term environmental impact.
That concept of applying circular economy principles to radioactive remediation is a great example of making an inherently challenging process more sustainable. Okay, now let's talk about feeding a growing world, a huge challenge.
Absolutely massive.
And in agriculture and food security, we're seeing some truly innovative approaches using nuclear science.
Indeed. Securing our food supply in the face of climate change and population growth is one of humanity's biggest challenges, and nuclear science has surprisingly robust solutions here.
Tell us about the Atoms for Food initiative. It sounds like a broad, collaborative effort.
It is a monumental effort. The Atoms for Food initiative is a collaboration between the IAEA and the FAO, the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization.
IAEA and FAO working together.
Yes, it harnesses nuclear and other advanced technologies to enhance agricultural and livestock productivity, manage natural resources like water and soil more effectively, reduce food losses along the supply chain,
Tackling food waste.
ensure food safety through things like irradiation, and help agriculture adapt to climate change, directly addressing global hunger from multiple angles.
That's incredibly comprehensive.
The aha here is recognizing that nuclear science isn't just about energy. It provides precise tools to understand and manipulate biological processes at a fundamental level, making food systems more resilient and productive.
Can you give us a concrete example? A nuclear application making a huge difference in food production, maybe one people haven't heard of.
One of the most successful and, I think, ingenious applications is the sterile insect technique, SIT.
SIT, how does that work? It sounds counterintuitive.
It's highly effective. It integrates SIT into area-wide integrated pest management campaigns. It works by mass rearing huge numbers of male insects of a target pest species.
Okay, breeding lots of bugs.
Then sterilizing them using radiation, typically gamma rays. Critically, this doesn't make them radioactive, it just makes them unable to reproduce.
So they're sterile but otherwise healthy.
Exactly. They're then released in vast numbers into infested areas. These sterile males mate with wild females, but because they're sterile, those matings produce no offspring.
So the population crashes.
Over time, yes, it suppresses and eventually can even eradicate pest populations without using harmful pesticides.
A biological control boosted by radiation? Any big success stories?
A notable success is its application in Senegal. It led to the eradication of Glossina palpalis gambiensis,
The tsetse fly.
A species of tsetse fly, yes, from a highly productive agricultural region called the Nias.
Eradicated completely.
In that region, yes. This eliminated the transmission of animal trypanosomosis sleeping sickness in cattle, a devastating livestock disease, and significantly improved livestock health and farmer incomes as a result. Imagine the impact of removing a major agricultural pest on an entire region's economy and well-being, freeing up land, healthier animals. It's transformative.
That's a truly impressive and elegant solution to a very persistent problem.
Yeah.
Using the insect's own biology against it. What else is being done to strengthen agricultural resilience?
Further enhancing agricultural resilience, research is focused on developing genomic tools for livestock.
Genomics.
Uh-huh.
Looking at animal DNA.
Yes. Characterizing and improving indigenous livestock breeds. Many local breeds have valuable traits adapted to their environment. This is coupled with assisted reproductive technologies and innovative techniques for timely and efficient disease sampling, detection, and surveillance.
Making animal farming more resilient.
Exactly. Selecting for traits like disease resistance or heat tolerance, making animal husbandry more resilient to disease outbreaks and environmental changes.
And what about crops, plants?
For crops, the subprogram for advanced crop improvement is integrating nuclear and genomic technologies, leveraging things like microbial mutagenesis.
Microbial mutagenesis?
Yeah.
Okay, what exactly is microbial mutagenesis and how does it help crops? That sounds complicated.
It sounds more complicated than the concept. In simpler terms, scientists are intentionally inducing small, beneficial changes, mutations in the genetic makeup of microorganisms, like beneficial bacteria or fungi that live in the soil or on plants.
Mutating microbes, why?
This isn't science fiction genetic engineering of the plant itself, necessarily. It allows us to create enhanced strains of these microbes that can help plants grow more resiliently. Maybe they help the plant absorb nutrients like phosphorus more efficiently from the soil or produce compounds that fight off specific plant diseases.
So improving the plant support system.
Exactly. Boosting crop health and yields using nature's own tools, enhanced slightly, rather than relying solely on synthetic fertilizers or pesticides. It's a way to enhance the plant's natural defenses and growth mechanisms.
That's clever, working with the plant's microbiome.
Yes. And this is coupled with developing novel diagnostic tools for the early detection and management of transboundary plant diseases that can sweep across borders and devastate crops. Early detection is crucial for global food security.
Allowing rapid response before things get out of hand. That's a powerful approach, essentially arming nature to help itself. Finally, water, obviously fundamental to life. How is nuclear science innovating in managing this precious resource, especially in a world facing increasing water scarcity?
Water resources management is indeed a critical area where nuclear science provides unique tools. The Global Water Analysis Laboratory, GLOWEL network.
GLOWEL.
Yes, GLOWEL. That network, alongside coordinated research projects, is significantly enhancing member states' capacity to manage and protect their vital water resources. It fosters collaboration, ensures quality control and measurements, and builds a global community of practice around water science.
So connecting the experts, and how exactly are they using nuclear science in water management? What are the techniques?
The application of advanced isotope hydrology is key. It's continuously being updated and refined.
Isotope hydrology. Using those atomic fingerprints again.
Exactly. There's a particular focus on non-traditional isotope tracers for water quality assessment. These isotopes present naturally in water in tiny amounts, act like fingerprints telling us about the water's origin, where did this rainfall come from, its age, how long has it been underground, and potential pollution sources.
Tracking water's history and health.
Yes. And they're also mainstreaming machine learning tools for predicting precipitation isotopes in data-scarce regions.
AI for water isotopes.
Yes. This leads to more accurate climate and water balance models, helping us understand and predict water availability in complex hydrological systems, especially where direct rainfall measurements are sparse.
Filling in the data gaps.
The aha here is using these isotopic signatures as incredibly precise natural labels to track water movement, recharge rates, contamination pathways, the things that are very hard to measure otherwise.
Seeing the invisible movement of water.
Precisely. And finally, aquifer vulnerability mapping has been identified as a critical tool for ensuring sustainable water supply, especially groundwater.
Protecting underground water sources.
Yes. Training courses are now focusing on establishing sound hydrological conceptual models, understanding how the water system works, and using more advanced isotope-enabled hydrological models for accurate catchment water balance forecasting.
Predicting how much water is available, how sustainable withdrawal rates are.
Exactly. This helps countries protect their vital underground water reserves from pollution and overuse, which are crucial long-term sources for many populations, especially in arid and semi-arid regions.
Okay, so nuclear science is providing really unique insights into water that we couldn't get otherwise. That's powerful.
It really is.
It's clear that digitalization and advanced computing are transforming every field we've discussed, making nuclear science safer, more efficient, more effective. How are artificial intelligence and machine learning specifically being woven into the fabric of nuclear science and its applications?
This is a profound shift, fundamentally changing how we approach everything from reactor operation to environmental monitoring to security. It's becoming integral.
Tell us more about the rise of AI and machine learning in nuclear. Where are we seeing the most impactful applications right now? Is it hype or is it happening?
Oh, it's definitely happening. The rise of AI and machine learning in nuclear is truly remarkable, moving beyond theoretical applications into real-world deployment. These techniques are increasingly applied to enhance quality and performance across the nuclear industry.
How specifically?
We're talking about direct improvements to safety, boosting operational efficiency, significantly reducing costs, all while facilitating the rapid development of advanced nuclear technologies like SMRs.
Concrete examples.
Sure. This isn't just theory. It includes using AI to optimize reactor core designs and fuel loading patterns.
Designing the reactor's heart with AI.
Yes. Leading to more efficient, safer, and economically viable operations by predicting optimal configurations that human engineers might take far, far longer to identify or might even miss. AI can crunch through possibilities much faster.
Optimizing reactor designs with AI sounds incredibly complex. What about in areas like decommissioning? Those old sites, notoriously difficult and hazardous work.
Absolutely. In the complex world of decommissioning, AI is proving to be a game changer for smart decommissioning.
How does AI help take apart an old nuclear facility?
Remote sensing, machine learning, and robotics are playing a crucial role, enabling more accurate site and waste characterization. Imagine robots equipped with AI-powered sensors.
The robots go in instead of people.
Exactly. Mapping radiation levels in real time, creating highly detailed 3D models of contaminated areas, identifying hotspots automatically. This leads to enhanced monitoring capabilities and ensures safer waste management processes.
Less risk to workers, faster cleanup.
Significantly reducing human exposure to hazardous environments and accelerating cleanup efforts. For environmental applications, we see predictive environmental monitoring leveraging AI.
Like the isotope example.
Yes, in isotope hydrology, machine learning tools are being mainstreamed to predict precipitation isotopes in regions where data is scarce. This provides critical insights for climate and water resource models, helping us anticipate changes and manage resources more effectively, especially in areas with limited historical data.
So AI is helping us understand our environment and clean up our past. What about its role in security and even global health? Seems like AI is everywhere.
It really is branching out. In nuclear security, advanced radiological detection is being revolutionized by AI.
Detecting radioactive materials.
Yes. Artificial neural networks are proving highly effective in gamma spectroscopy for fast and reliable radioisotope identification.
So faster ID of what kind of radioactive material is present.
Yes, much faster and potentially more accurately, even in complex situations with mixed sources or background radiation. This is critical for incident response. Collaborative research has shown promising results compared to conventional automated software. It points to a future of quicker, more accurate, and more autonomous threat detection.
Autonomous detection. Interesting.
And perhaps one of the most surprising and impactful applications demonstrating the breadth of nuclear-related science is for early pandemic detection.
Wait, pandemic detection. How does nuclear science or AI fit there?
Through the Zodiac Initiative, the IAEA CT Artificial Intelligence Cooperative Study IKI project, this is a groundbreaking international cooperative study using AI applied to medical imaging data, like CT scans.
Medical imaging.
For the early detection of patterns associated with new pandemics or emerging infectious diseases, involving large-scale data collection and AI analysis to identify subtle signs of outbreaks much earlier than traditional surveillance might.
Wow. Using AI on medical scans to spot pandemics early, that's a perfect example of cross-disciplinary innovation.
It really is. Nuclear technology contributing to global health in unexpected and critically important ways. And finally, back to energy. The integration of AI is recognized as crucial for enhancing SMR project efficiency.
Helping build those new reactors.
Yes, in their design, their deployment, from streamlining regulatory processes with intelligent document analysis to optimizing construction logistics and even operational management and predictive maintenance once they're running.
That's truly incredible. AI-powered pandemic detection is not something most people would associate with nuclear science, but expert. As we embrace these sophisticated digital tools, it naturally raises an important question. How do we ensure they operate within the highest safety and security standards? Especially in a field as sensitive as nuclear technology, AI needs guardrails.
That's a vital consideration, absolutely. And it underscores a continuous focus within the IAEA and the wider industry. The growing reliance on IT, the Internet of Things, AI.
Everything's connected.
And the evolving information security landscape necessitates a continuous focus on addressing risks, proactively integrating safeguards. We must ensure that these powerful tools are used responsibly and securely, particularly given the sensitive nature of nuclear applications.
How?
It means building in cybersecurity from the ground up, right from the design phase, not treating it as an add-on or an afterthought, and constantly adapting to new threats because the cyber threat landscape never stands still.
Constant vigilance. And speaking of security, what new, advanced approaches are being taken to safeguard these sophisticated technologies and the nuclear materials themselves in a rapidly evolving world? This brings us to enhanced safeguards and nuclear security.
This area is seeing continuous innovation, driven by technology and evolving challenges. The IAEA is making greater use of advanced safeguards technologies.
What kind of technologies?
Things like improved sensors, more sophisticated data analytics, and also improved randomization schemes for inspections, making them less predictable and more effective. This includes innovative technologies for analyzing safeguards relevant information from open sources.
Like satellite imagery or public databases.
Exactly, allowing for broader intelligence gathering beyond just what's declared by a state. And using intelligent document processing AI again to streamline manual data entry tasks for declared information.
Reducing human error, speeding things up.
Less human error, faster analysis, and a more comprehensive picture for inspectors to verify that nuclear material is accounted for and used peacefully.
So these are tools to make the inspection and verification process more robust and efficient. What about a centralized system to manage all this complex data?
That's where the Cascade project comes in.
Cascade.
The centralized automated system for correlated analysis and data evaluation. It's a major IT product currently under development.
What will it do?
It aims to significantly boost Safeguard's business functions, providing an integrated tool for inspectors to perform data review, verification, manage electronic seals, process image data from surveillance cameras, all from a single platform.
Bringing it all together.
Yes. A notable proof of concept is the Near Real-Time Verification System, NRTS, being tested for an encapsulation plant and geological repository in Finland.
Real-time monitoring of waste disposal.
Essentially, yes. Demonstrating continuous, high-tech oversight of nuclear materials throughout their life cycle, from processing to long-term storage. We're also seeing a very proactive approach with safety, security, and safeguards by design, SBD, often called 3S by design.
Building it in from the start.
Exactly. This is evident in the development of specific IAEA guidance on safety, security, and safeguards by design in small modular reactors, and design safety and security considerations for transportable nuclear power plants.
Tailored guidance for these new technologies.
Yes. It integrates security considerations, physical protection, cybersecurity, material control from the very earliest design phases, rather than trying to bolt them on later. Ensuring that security is baked into the technology from day one, making it inherently more resilient.
So building security in from the blueprint stage, which makes perfect sense, but the digital landscape is constantly changing, as you said. What about cyber threats to these increasingly digital nuclear systems? That sounds like a major vulnerability.
It is a critical and evolving challenge, no question, as digital technologies increasingly control, monitor, and protect operations at nuclear power plants, advanced reactors like SMRs, and even decommissioned facilities.
More digital control means more cyber risk.
There's a continuous emphasis on building and maintaining a secure IT infrastructure and implementing robust cybersecurity measures against cyber intrusions. This requires constant vigilance, investment in new defensive technologies, penetration testing, and crucially, training personnel to recognize and respond to threats.
The human element is key too.
Always. And to ensure the world has the skilled professionals needed to handle these threats, the Nuclear Security Training and Demonstration Center, NSTDC, at Cybersdorf near Vienna,
NFTDC,
which became operational in October 2023, is a cornerstone for capacity building. It's a state-of-the-art facility.
What kind of training happens there?
It offers hands-on training on detecting nuclear materials, physical protection systems, computer security demonstrations, and even uses virtual reality simulations for facility assessments, preparing professionals for real-world threats in a safe, controlled environment.
VR for nuclear security. Cool.
Very effective for training. Finally, related to security incidents, there's a comprehensive training program developing nuclear forensics capabilities.
Nuclear forensics, like
Yes.
CSI for atoms.
Kind of, yes. It involves laboratory-based training and regional peer-to-peer workshops, assisting member states in establishing and developing robust nuclear forensics capabilities for incident response.
Why is that important?
If illicit nuclear material is found or there's a radiological incident, nuclear forensics allows for precise identification of the material, its origin, its age, its intended use. This is crucial for accountability, figuring out how it happened, and preventing future threats.
Closing the loop on security incidents. Okay, that covers a lot on the digital and security front.
It's a fast-moving area.
We've explored these truly incredible innovations, from compact reactors and fusion to advanced medical therapies and AI-powered security. But none of this happens in a vacuum, does it?
Not at all.
So what does this all mean for the fundamental support system, the very ecosystem that enables these incredible innovations to flourish? How are we ensuring there's a strong, modern foundation for the future of nuclear science?
That's the critical undercurrent to all these advancements. Investment in infrastructure, cultivating human talent, and fostering global partnerships are the absolute bedrock. Without them, even the most brilliant ideas remain just ideas on paper.
Let's delve into modernizing research infrastructure. There's been a significant project mentioned in the reports, Renewal 2. What was that all about, and why is it so important?
The Renewal 2 project completion is a truly monumental achievement for the IAEA's labs, successfully concluded in 2024-2025.
Pretty well. Renovation of the Nuclear Applications Laboratory.
Exactly. This project delivered brand new buildings and completely refurbished existing facilities for key research areas at the Cybersdorf labs.
Which areas benefited?
We're talking about cutting-edge spaces for terrestrial environmental radiochemistry, plant breeding and genetics, nuclear science and instrumentation, dosimetry labs, plus new greenhouses for the agricultural work.
A major upgrade across the board.
It's not just an upgrade, it's providing a state-of-the-art environment absolutely crucial for advancing scientific research across many disciplines supported by the IAEA. It means scientists have the tools, the space, the modern technology they need to make the next generation of breakthroughs, ensuring the agency remains at the forefront of nuclear applications research.
So, providing world-class facilities for cutting-edge science. And what about ensuring safety within these advanced environments? Working with radiation requires strict controls.
Absolutely. Another significant undertaking was the Radiation Safety Technical Services Unit, RSTSU, refurbishment.
RSTSU.
This project modernized facilities specifically for radiation monitoring, including the refurbishment of the whole body counter, a sensitive device used to check staff for any internal contamination.
Protecting the researchers themselves.
Yes. It ensures business continuity for critical safety functions and provides essential capabilities for routine staff monitoring and emergency response preparedness. It's fundamentally about protecting the people who work with nuclear materials and ensuring the highest standards of radiological safety are maintained.
Makes sense. And underpinning all of this scientific work and safety is the IT, right? The digital infrastructure.
Crucial. Global IT infrastructure upgrades have been ongoing. The IAEA has made significant progress in replacing aging IT infrastructure with modern, more flexible hardware.
Like what?
This includes expanding mass storage capacity at headquarters in Vienna, upgrading servers in regional safeguards offices in places like Canada and Japan, enhancing network capabilities across the board.
Keeping the digital pipes flowing.
Basically, yes. Ensuring robust digital support for all operations, research, safeguards, technical cooperation, security, making the entire organization more efficient, more resilient, and more secure, which is vital for global data sharing and collaboration in the modern age.
So a strong physical and digital backbone for innovation. But none of this progress happens without the right people, especially in such a specialized and rapidly evolving field. How is the global workforce being prepared for this incredibly advanced, technologically driven future?
Developing the workforce for tomorrow is absolutely critical, and it has to be a global endeavor. You need talent everywhere.
How is the IAEA helping with that?
The Marie Skłodowska-Curie Fellowship Program, MSCFP, is a vital initiative. It's actively cultivating the next generation of nuclear professionals with a particular focus on encouraging women to enter the field.
The MSCFP, how does it work?
It provides scholarships for women to pursue master's degrees in nuclear-related fields. Since its inception in 2020, an impressive 760 students from 129 member states have been selected.
760 women from 129 countries. That's fantastic reach.
It is. Over 358 have already completed their master's programs, and 200 have been confirmed for internships in diverse nuclear fields, energy, health, safety, security applications.
Building real-world experience, too.
Exactly. This program is creating a direct, diverse pipeline of skilled experts, ensuring that the talent pool is robust and representative of the global community. It's a key long-term investment in the future workforce.
I thought a powerful way to bring new, diverse talent into the field. What kind of specialized training are these future professionals and others receiving beyond the fellowship?
Beyond the MSCFP, numerous specialized training and education initiatives are being organized constantly.
Like workshops and courses?
Yes. Targeted training courses, workshops, regional schools, focusing on things like the physics and technology of SMRs, often utilizing educational simulators to provide hands-on operational experience in a safe environment.
Practicing before touching the real thing.
Essential. There's also focused nuclear security education, exploring the increasingly important role of AI in safeguarding nuclear materials, as we discussed, and advanced studies in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, in collaboration with partner institutions like the ICTP in Trieste.
Covering the full spectrum.
And recognizing the evolving learning preferences of the younger generation, the agency is also embracing modern training methods, actively incorporating computer-based training, e-learning platforms, and those virtual reality simulations we mentioned for security.
Meeting learners where they are.
Trying to, yes. Making training more engaging, more effective, and more accessible, especially for professionals in member states. Attracting and retaining top talent in a competitive global landscape requires modern approaches.
It's abundantly clear that international cooperation and strong partnerships are the bedrock upon which all these innovations are built. You really can't tackle global challenges in isolation.
You absolutely cannot. This is truly a global effort, requiring unprecedented levels of collaboration and knowledge sharing. No single country or institution can do it all.
So tell us about the scope of these international collaboration and strategic partnerships. Who is the IAEA working with?
We're talking about international collaboration and strategic partnerships at a grand scale. The IAEA actively fosters extensive interagency cooperation with a wide array of international organizations.
Like other UN bodies?
Yes. Crucial partnerships with the FAO for the Atoms for Food initiative we discussed, UNEP for marine pollution initiatives like New Tech Plastics, WHO for sustainable radiotherapy management through Rays of Hope, the Consultative Group on International Agricultural Research, CGIRR for agricultural innovation, the list goes on.
Leveraging expertise across organizations.
Exactly. These collaborations multiply the impact of nuclear technologies by bringing diverse expertise, resources, and perspectives to bear on global challenges, ensuring holistic solutions, not just siloed efforts.
And what about direct collaboration between countries?
Furthermore, member state support programs, MSSPs, and coordinated research projects, CRPs, remain fundamental mechanisms for that.
How do those work?
CRPs bring together researchers from different countries to work on specific scientific or technical problems. MSSPs provide targeted support from developed nuclear programs to help others build capacity or implement safeguards. They facilitate the exchange of knowledge, collaboratively develop new guidance documents based on the latest research, and jointly advance innovative technologies across member states.
Sharing the load and the knowledge.
This shared effort ensures that progress benefits everyone, preventing duplication of effort and accelerating global impact. And finally, to keep all this knowledge organized and accessible, you generate a lot of information.
I bet.
The IAEA is continuously enhancing its cutting-edge knowledge management capabilities.
Managing the information flow.
Yes. Initiatives like the Smart Retrieval Knowledge Management Tool, which leverages semantic technologies AI again, to improve the management of decommissioning information and data.
Making old data easier to find and use.
Exactly. Things like that highlight the importance of organized, accessible knowledge for sustained innovation and learning. It's about ensuring that past lessons and current breakthroughs are readily available to inform future efforts, preventing the reinvention of the wheel and fostering continuous improvement across the board.
That makes perfect sense.
The aha here, perhaps, is that the success of these innovations is as much about human connection, collaboration, and smart information sharing as it is about the scientific discovery itself.
So what does this all mean for you, our curious listener? We've just completed a truly comprehensive deep dive into an incredible landscape of innovation. Really stunning stuff.
It covers a lot of ground.
We've explored everything from the compact power of microreactors, bringing energy independence, potentially, to remote communities, to the vast, almost limitless potential of fusion energy, which seems to be taking significant leaps forward, especially with that private investment.
Momentum is building.
We've seen AI driving early pandemic detection. Who knew? And nuclear science delivering precision cancer therapies that sound like science fiction, alongside those groundbreaking environmental and agricultural solutions like SAT and UTech plastics.
Really diverse applications.
It's a world where nuclear science isn't just about atoms for peace, in the traditional sense. It's about pioneering tangible solutions for our most pressing global challenges, demonstrating how this cutting-edge technology can create real benefits right across society.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it highlights a profound, ongoing transformation, one that is, I think, far more comprehensive than many people realize.
It's more than just power plants.
Much more. The IAEA's work, as evidenced in these detailed reports, demonstrates that nuclear technology, when approached with that steadfast commitment to safety, security, and peaceful applications,
The 3 S's.
is an incredibly dynamic and fertile field for innovation. These aren't merely incremental adjustments we've discussed. These are fundamental innovations that promise to redefine energy, human health, environmental sustainability, and food security for decades, if not centuries to come.
That's a big statement. Centuries.
Well, the potential impact is that large.
Yeah.
It truly underscores the principle that there's always more to learn and that multiple perspectives and sustained global collaboration are absolutely essential to enrich our understanding and drive meaningful progress.
Indeed. It's truly inspiring to see how these cutting-edge developments are creating those aha moments and opening up entirely new possibilities across so many sectors. From the advanced materials and new reactor designs, the HA-80 fuels, to the genomic tools revolutionizing agriculture, and the sophisticated digital systems, the AI, securing it all.
It's all interconnected.
It's clear the future is being built with an atomic touch, you could say, and it's happening at a truly breathtaking pace.
The pace is accelerating.
Which raises an important question for you, our listener, as we wrap up. As these innovations in nuclear science continue to accelerate and integrate into our world, how might they fundamentally reshape our daily lives and the global landscape in ways we can barely even imagine today?
Good question to ponder.
Consider the ripple effects. Abundant, clean energy changing economics, ultra-precise medical interventions extending lifespans or quality of life, AI-powered environmental solutions actively managing ecosystems.
The downstream effects could be enormous.
What new challenges, because there will be challenges, and what unprecedented opportunities might arise from this rapid and transformative technological advancement? And maybe how might you, in your own way, contribute to shaping that future?
Food for thought.
Definitely. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the forefront of nuclear innovation. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and we'll see you next time.